Guys, and welcome back to Love at First Sight. This time we're on episode 3. Alright, so on the previous episode we decided that we would help her. So we'll see what we can do, if we can actually help her or not. Let's get started. The next day, lunch. I'm going to try to find Sachi again today, but first... Alright, I need some help, but let's make it quick. We're holding a war council as we're finishing up our lunches. Quick it is. What do you think is the best way to become friends with her? What makes you think I know? Okay, no, not just her, I mean, in general. How do you make friends? Didn't you have any friends at your old school? Well, yeah, but... Then you should know, shouldn't you? No, it's not like I had to try to make friends. I just became friends with some people without even realizing it. I guess. That's why I need advice. That's kind of what happens to everyone.
Okay, my turn.
Akemi, who'd been silent up until now, suddenly shouts, startling me. Honestly, I don't think she'll have any useful advice on this subject, but I want to eat my lunch, so I stay quiet and let her talk.
Ma-kun, the answer is simple. You just have to remember remember when you first met us.
It's a little depressing if our first meeting is the only frame of reference she has. When I met you.
Yeah, because we became friends pretty easily. Of course. It's not like you could resist my fantastic charm, but still.
No. At the time I was thinking, these guys are weird. I only got to know you out of morbid curiosity.
What? That's mean!
The fact that you are able to get along with us nerds means you're also weird, doesn't it? I'm not denying that.
No! Deny it!
I don't know what you're so worried about. You're more sociable than me, and not as loud as Akemi.
Why are you guys always ganging up on me?
Anyway, the point is that you don't want to scare her away, right? Yeah, pretty much.
You're ignoring me again.
And you were going to find her today, right? Yeah, I'm planning to, but I want to eat my lunch here. Last time I met her, having food with me just got in the way. Besides, I don't want to spend the entire lunch break with her and leave these two hanging. Are you sure you can stand being away from us? Sometimes I think this guy can read minds. He really doesn't look it, but he does care about other people. I think I'll manage. I'm more worried about leaving you alone with Akemi. Don't remind me. I do like having someone else around who can keep this fool in check.
What? What did you call me?
I wonder if I should even go. You sure can keep her in check on your own if I'm not here. Are you sure you can keep her in check if I'm... Yeah, alright. Then again, Sachi should be finishing up her lunch soon. I've been finishing up my own lunch in a hurry, as we were talking as well. Since Sachi's eating alone, she probably won't take long to finish her food.
Sachi? Is that the one-eyed girl?
Come to think of it, I don't remember her whole name. Oh, right. Usui Sachi.
Sachi, huh? Well, she'll be Sachan then. When you finally introduce her to me, I'll call her Sachan.
That reminds me. When I first met Akemi, she immediately gave me the nickname Ma-kun. and she didn't seem to care that I'd only known her for about a minute. Not that I dislike her, but the speed at which she gets close to people is a bit unsettling, to say the least. You're deciding on a nickname for her before you even meet her?
Well, I'm not sure who's going to go meet her. Well, I'm not the one who's going to meet her. Ma-kun, hurry up and introduce her to us so that I don't have to worry about befriending her on my own.
I think I completely butchered that sentence and I moved on too fast, but oh well. That's all part of the game. That's all part of the game. You're supposed to butcher the sentence. There we go. That's a good excuse. Completely believable. Yeah, I get it. In that case, I'd better hurry so Akemi doesn't have to think too hard and risk shorting out her brain.
My brain isn't going to short out. Hey, wait a minute!
Good luck. Thanks. I glance at the whining Akemi before packing up my lunchbox and leaving the classroom. Of course, there's no guarantee I'll actually find her. Sachi is probably just finishing her lunch by now, and I'm sure she'll go somewhere else when she's done. There's also the possibility she chose to eat somewhere else in order to avoid me. I guess I won't know until I go, though. Alright. She's here, after all. Same place, same frightened look. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Is she on guard again this time? She seems calmer than she did yesterday. It looks like she just finished her lunch. Her lunchbox is closed. Now what do? I suppose I should think of something to say. First of all, these commas are throwing me off because there's then places where it just breaks up the sentence. I'm like, why are you breaking it up there? I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I just want to be friends, you know?
Friends?
Her darting eye tells me that I still don't have her trust yet. The only thing I can tell for sure is that she's suspicious of me. Yeah, do you not want me here?
You don't have to leave, but...
In that case, can I talk with you for the rest of the lunch break?
Okay.
Great. She hasn't rejected me yet. Alright, thanks. I sit down on the stairs next to her, same as yesterday. What were you talking about yesterday? What were we talking about yesterday? Oh, right. Something about books.
Yeah. Books.
You like reading books, right? Do you read manga and stuff?
I like reading novels. Mostly. Just novels.
I see, so you don't like manga then?
No, I like them. It's just... I don't have any money for manga. Novels either. I borrow books from the library. The school's library, I mean, they don't have manga.
So that's it. Hey, if you want, I can lend you some of my manga. I have a few novels too, not just manga, but I figured that she'd be more interested in what she hasn't gotten as much of a chance to read.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yep. What genres do you like? I mean, I don't have a ton, but my collection's not too small either. I could lend you some of my favorites.
Is it really okay? You shouldn't go out of your way for me.
I said it's fine. It's really no big deal. I'm just happy we have something in common.
I see. Thank you. Very much.
Look, she's smiling! We did it, lads. Well, we didn't do anything. I'm not even sure if there are choices in this game at this point. This might just be a connect novel. We'll have to see, because we haven't had any choices yet, and... it's already been a couple chapters, right? Hey. I hope there are choices, though. That would make the game more interesting. I'm not too big a fan of connect novels. I mean, they're fine and all, but it's like... I could read a manga if I wanted this. And mangas have more expression because, you know, they're more like pages and stuff like that. Typically with a connect novel, you just get like still images and occasional changes in facial feature, like, poses. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty much like weaker manga, essentially. If you have some you want to read, let me know. So what genres do you like?
Any genre is fine. Besides scary stories. Or painful ones.
Horror is no good then, eh? You don't have a favorite genre then?
Sorry.
There's no reason to apologize. Alright. The book you were reading yesterday, what was it? Can you let me see it?
Oh, this?
She points to a book she laid aside next to her.
It's a science fiction book.
Sci-fi. You don't look like you'd be interested in that sort of thing. I read those too, actually.
I really don't care about, genre. If it's interesting, I'll read it.
Anything that's interesting is good, right? This looks like a good book anyway. I'll try to choose some I think you'll like. Why don't I bring some of the ones I usually recommend to people?
Okay. I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. By the way, how is this book? I've heard of it before, but I've never actually read it.
It's okay, I guess.
There's a lot less tension between us now than there was yesterday. Her voice is still shaky and afraid, but it looks like she's becoming a lot more comfortable with me. She may not be used to talking to others, but it doesn't seem like she's opposed to a good conversation. And then the bell interrupts us. Time to go already, huh? But at least I was able to talk to her more. There's something to be happy about. That's something to be happy about. Oops, we should get going.
Right.
The two of us stand up and start heading down the stairs. Come back here tomorrow, okay? I'll bring the manga I promised.
Oh, okay. Mamoru-senpai?
Yeah. I stop on the steps and turn back towards Sachi. Her voice is so quiet that it's hard to hear over the sound of our footsteps.
I'm really sorry.
Really? I don't mind lending out one or two books.
It's not that. Coming up here to talk to me,
Sorry about that. What is she getting at exactly? Usually when people offer to do nice things for you, you say thanks, not sorry. Not that you have to devour or anything like that, actually. I should be thanking you for talking to me.
Sorry.
There you go again.
Sorry, I mean, thanks. Thank you.
Yep, glad I can help. We're descending the stairs as we talk, and before I know it, we're at the second floor, where my classroom is. She's got one more floor to go since she's a first-year student. Alright, this is my stop. See you tomorrow.
Sure. Tomorrow, then.
We go our separate ways. Sachi goes to the first floor while I return to my classroom on this floor. Dun dun. Well, I did it. I only just met her, but surprisingly, we actually made a promise to meet up again. It's only been a day, but I feel like we've gotten much closer. While I'm in my afternoon classes, I think about what kind of manga I should lend her, and try to remember what's on my bookshelf. Bookshelves, plural. I only have one bookcase, so say. But I would need like more room. I need to remove things and all that to add more. I'd like a library at some point, or maybe a study with like library cases on the side or something with like an office area and then like a computer or something. That'd be nice too. Not as common these days, but more people have offices than studies. Offices. Study sounds nicer, though, I think. And then, the next day. Morning, I enter my classroom and notice that Akemi and Tomo are already here. They both seem very confused as they look from me to the paper bag I'm holding.
Whoa, Makun, what's that? Are you opening a store? Are you becoming a drug dealer?
Okay, the drug dealer part wasn't there, but that'd be funny. That's what they thought. It's like, paper bag. Oh no, he's selling drugs. I don't think that's as common in Japan. I don't know. I don't know the drug statistic rates in Japan. I know crime is typically, like, certain types of crime, like, I know, like, theft and murder are typically lower in Japan than in, like, other Asian countries, other, like, European countries, America, and so forth. Except for maybe, like, places like Switzerland. They have pretty low crime rate there as well. But, yeah, so I don't know if drug dealing's the big there. Who knows? Someone here might know. If you know, comment, I guess. I don't know. That was a really random side there. I was talking with Sachi a bit yesterday, and I told her I'd lend her some manga. I think you brought a few too many. Tomo sounds more surprised than anything. Yeah, I think you're right. The medium-sized paper bag I brought along seems to be sagging under the weight of the manga inside. Didn't you notice how heavy it was when you tried to lift it? I guess I did, somehow.
Hisachi and Amazon or something? She's gonna have a hard time carrying that bag home otherwise, you know.
I'm starting to worry about that myself. I don't think it'll be impossible for her, but it probably will be hard. No, she's a Cyclops. She probably has, like, super strength, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like the Cyclops is from ancient Greek mythology. Hey. Don't you think it would be better to give her the books to her a few at a time? I guess so. I'll let her borrow them all eventually, I suppose, aside from that, though, I've got something more urgent I need to take care of right now. I quickly turn to Akemi and bow my head.
Huh? What's up?
Please, let me see your homework. You didn't do it. This is the second time today I've heard Tomo sounding surprised. That's a new record, I think. No, yesterday I was looking through my bookshelves trying to find books I could lend to Sachi. I was flipping through each book to determine whether or not it would be good for her. And, well, that's all I ended up doing last night. You're saying you spent the whole day reading manga instead of doing your homework. I suppose that's it in a nutshell. Yeah, so, Akemi, help me out. Incidentally, there's a reason I'm asking Akemi, despite the fact that she's kind of an airhead, personality-wise. She's actually a really good student. I wouldn't say she's smart exactly, but she does seem like the studious type. That's not to say that Tomoyori's grades are bad or anything, but it's easier to ask Akemi than him.
Well, I guess I have to. I'll think of it as an investment into my future rendezvous with Sachan.
Wait. Don't put weird obligations on me.
No. I'm just setting the table so I can meet her sooner.
Yeah, that wasn't extended. For some reason I thought it was. I don't think I'm dyslexic, but who knows. I do have trouble saying between lines sometimes. There you go. Good to know Takashi. Get to know that he's disabled in his eyes. My eyes. I need the surgery. I do. Don't worry. It might happen sometime. Who knows? We'll see. Setting the table. We're not going out to eat.
So you don't want to see my homework then?
I will concentrate wholly on the work at hand, so please allow me to see it.
No. Very nice. Okay.
Sorry for all the asides, by the way, guys. I know I've been kind of off track during this particular episode, but hopefully it's not too bad. Lunchtime. Before I can think about which books I'm going to lend her, I have to haul all the manga I brought up to the stairway to the roof first. Can't you just pick the ones that you want to give her out and put those away, and then I mean, put the ones you don't want away, and then just bring the bag with the ones you want to give her? Hey, what's up?
Hello, Mamoru-senpai. What's that?
Her gaze shifts onto my paper bag. It doesn't really stand out that much. I picked out some manga for you to read, but I guess I brought a few too many.
There are a lot.
Do you walk to school?
Yes.
I thought you might. I brought 2 or 3 different series, so go on and pick out what you want to read. You can take a few at a time. I don't want to overload you.
Sorry.
No, I'm the one who should be apologizing. Anyway, check these out.
Okay.
The bag crinkles as I dig my hand into it, and pile up a tower of manga on the steps. Sachi curiously extends her hand towards the tower, but she looks like she's about to commit some grave sin. I guess she's never borrowed manga from anyone before. She looks scared for some reason, but she starts to sort through them, and she's reading the summaries and flipping through the pages of the books. Her expression loosens up a little bit, up little by little.
This one looks really interesting. Oh, I saw a bunch of copies of this one lined up at the bookstore a little while ago. This one, if I remember right, they say they're going to make it into a movie.
So, did you find one you like?
Yes. They all look so interesting, I can't decide. This one. And this one. Wait, no, this one.
I wait patiently as Sachi begins to fidget restlessly, and turn her head. And as she turns her head to me for guidance, I will edit this scene with my own discretion for the sake of my own reading pleasure. Take that, game creator. I win. Because you don't. Why am I fighting someone that can't fight back? This is horrible. There's no hurry. Pick whichever you. No, it was probably just a typo. Oh man. The bell drowns out my sentence. More time had passed than I realized. Sorry.
Okay, I'll take this one and this one.
Hey, are you doing anything after school, or are you going right home?
I'm going right home.
I can help you carry them to your house after class. Wait for me at the school's gates.
Huh?
I hastily pack the manga back into the paper bag, and before she can say anything, I'm already heading down the stairs with the bag in my arms. Just before I turn the corridor, I catch a glimpse of Sachi and say, "See you after school."
Wait, senpai?
Having more or less forced this onto her, I leave the shaken Sachi and return to my classroom. Oh boy. After school. I feel like this is like that scene like in the stories like where people try to force like old ladies to let them carry their groceries home. It's like, let me help you out. Oh no, sweetie, I got it. Let me help you out, Grandma! Ah! Please don't rob me! I'm not trying to rob you, Grandma, I'm just helping you out. And it's like, geez, dude, chill. I leave the school building carrying the heavy paper bag. I have no idea how far Sachi's house is from the school, but it wouldn't be right to make her carry all this home. Come to think of it, I don't even know where her house is. I don't know what I'm going to do if it's far in the opposite direction of my own house. No, I agreed to this. Well, you actually pushed it on her, so it's even more so than agreeing. So even if it is in the opposite direction, I'll go all the way there. I really didn't think this through, did I? Now that I think about it, it's like I'm tricking her into showing me where her home is. Isn't it kinda creepy if someone you've only known for a few days finds out where you live? Yeah, then yeah, kind of is creepy. What if she does think I'm creepy? As I'm thinking about this, I leave the gates and survey the area. Where's Sachi? I suddenly worry that she's suddenly left without me. I guess I was too pushy. I didn't even wait for her to agree to let me walk her home. If she decided to go home on her own, it wouldn't be out of place, and I would have no right to complain anyway. If that's the case, wouldn't she have come to my classroom to give me back my manga first?
Senpai?
No sooner did I hear her voice than I realized she's standing next to me, looking up. Where the hell did she come from? She really snuck up on me.
Shall we go?
I look over and confirm that it is in fact her next to me, then watch as she quickly leaves the campus, staring at the ground with an uneasy expression. It seems like she wants to avoid being seen. I continue after her, hauling the heavy paper bag along. About 10 meters on, we turn down a narrow side road, and she slows down to a more normal pace before turning to look at me. She seems to have forgotten what she was about to say. Sorry for forcing you to do this. You must think I'm a jerk.
No, you're not a jerk. I wouldn't go that far. I think I should go home alone. I don't want to cause you any trouble,
I seem to think about it for a bit, thrusting the manga-filled bag at Sachi. She hurriedly throws out her arms to try to take it, but...
Eef!
As I take my hands off the bag, Sachi falls forward under its weight. The bundle of books lands with a deep thump as it hits the ground. Yep, turns out she isn't an Amazon after all. See, that's too heavy for you, isn't it? That's why I'm carrying it for you. If you do hate me, though, you should say so. I pick up the bag of manga again.
But isn't it going to be a pain for you?
Nope. If it was a pain, I'd tell you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sachi. Aren't I the one being a pain here? If you think about it, isn't following someone I barely know to her house kind of rude?
No, I don't mind if it's you following me to my house.
Really? Well, I'm glad then. So which way is your house?
This way.
Alright, let's get going.
Okay.
The two of us start walking at a steady pace, side by side. Sachi takes short steps, but since I'm weighed down by the heavy books, I match her speed perfectly. What's up?
Which way is your house? If it's in the opposite direction, I mean. If that's the case, I can carry the manga on my own.
Interesting. Sachi started talking to me on her own. That makes me strangely happy, even if it's only a minor thing.
Mamoru-senpai?
No worries. This isn't the street I usually take, but my house is in this direction. What street do you turn on?
I don't turn, the street changes, but basically, I head in this direction the whole way.
I see, that's good. My house is pretty much straight ahead, so we're probably right in the same neighborhood. Does it take long for you to get to school?
I think I'm pretty close. It doesn't take too long or anything.
Is that so? Cool.
Isn't that heavy? I think I can help you carry it.
I'm telling you, it's fine. I did drag this all the way to school from my house this morning, you know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Come on, I'm the one who invited myself to come along with you, so there's nothing you need to apologize for. You're not doing anything wrong.
Well, okay, thank you.
No problem. Anyway, tomorrow's the weekend, isn't it? Don't worry about rushing through the books just to get them back to me. You have plenty of time after all.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you.
The two of us lapse into silence for a little while as we continue on. On the way, I noticed something. Even though we're generally headed in the same direction we were when we started, Sachi keeps changing streets. I think it's because she's avoiding streets with lots of people on them. On top of that, whenever we get to the end of a street, she bows her head as she walks, looking down at the ground. Hey, is your house on the other side of this shopping mall? I want her to stop looking down, so I try to strike up some conversation again.
No, we're not going that far. It's just a little farther from here. We should be able to see it soon.
I see. My house is a little ways behind us. It's a different street, but we really are in the same neighborhood.
Oh, really? That's my house, over there.
She points at a house a little ways ahead of us. Oh, this is your place, huh? We've arrived at a solitary, small, nondescript house.
Thank you very much. I can take them up to my room from here.
Okay, sure. I gently hand her the manga, being sure not to drop it into her arms this time. Then, with a metal clack, the door to Sachi's house opens. Surprised, the two of us turn towards the sound. The woman who comes out stares back at me for a moment, but she quickly focuses on Sachi, narrowing her eyes. Whoa, is this her mom? Mom's rather nice. But I think that should be it for this episode, because we're a little over 30 minutes now. And it's probably a good transition point to cut out there. Alright, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video, where hopefully we'll figure out who this woman is. Probably her mom. But we can't say for certain. I apologize again for some of my weird out there things. I think I was going for something at first, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And as you know, at least for now, I do unedited on these nights, so I'm sticking with them in there. I might eventually go on to edit it if you guys want that, so let me know if that's what you want. Less of my awkward jibber jabber, which this might be too, but I think it's just me talking to you guys for this part here. So anyhow, like I said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you next time. Latest.